What's up, you lovely human being? Frank Valkyrie here. How you doing? Yes, we made it work. Okay, so it's a good day. But because it's warm, let's keep going because it's 1:30 here in Italy and the temperature are going crazy. Even though this room is actually pretty nice. So anyway, where are we at? Now there are those news going around of this certain woman that perhaps she will not, she might not do what we all expect her to do, to give the chin chin to a certain man. That man is still touring, actually probably finished just touring, so he probably is relaxing somewhere. Suppose in the south of France. You're also welcome here in the south of Italy, just in case. So, as you know, last week there was this whole thing of starting the appeal. And then there was also the whole procedure from the side of Johnny Depp for the $2 million to appeal as well. And as we learned, that's just, sort of technicality to start the whole process. And I also learned that some of you suggested that after this start, it takes 30 days actually to conclude the appeal, to really go fully in with providing the money and so on and so forth. The DUI guy, the other YouTuber, posted also another tweet stating that the 25th was passed. She didn't, pay the money so that she could not appeal. Again, it's a little confusing whether or not that's accurate. I suppose the DUI guy is also a lawyer, so he probably knows what is happening. But perhaps there are other practicality in the American system, I don't know, because many of you suggested, no, she has 30 days now after this whole appeal. Anyway, you see that there are those articles popping around about bankruptcy. I frankly couldn't find out the sources of it. This article in particular we're watching right now, it's about her being away from social media. She posted just something at the end of the trial, and then that was it. It's been silent since the 2nd, 3rd of June or something. Just her mouthpiece. Ex-girlfriend, apparently, still talking, was the sort of a channel through which we've heard too much BS, if you ask me, and also a lot of other people which seem to have a common sense, all right? So, but where are we at? Well, as you can see, what if AH files for bankruptcy to avoid paying Johnny Depp? Since she was sentenced to pay the $10 million in damages, AH has been in a state of disarray. A defamation suit she filed against her ex-husband was dismissed, and this propelled the Aquaman actress into spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Could she, on the other hand, declare bankruptcy and avoid having to cough over such a hefty sum? The effect of this decision can be found below. Amber file, okay, let's go straight to below. Even if Amber her files for bankruptcy, things aren't going to get easier for her. According to Law and Crime, there is just one thing that could go on in her favor when it comes to paying what was ordered. Official will extend the actress deadline for payment, but that's all they'll give her. Johnny Depp will get his share of his money no matter what. As a result of her attorney filing on appeal, Depp's lawyer also took action after one of Johnny's attorneys termed Amber's accusation a hoax. They appealed against the $2 million Johnny was ordered to pay. So we'll see. It's evident that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's high-profile feud isn't going away anytime soon. Stay tuned. All right, of course we stay tuned. That's what we do. But for whatever reason, now those articles are popping up everywhere. And I wonder if it's because it might be the only solution to this bigger problem, because as we just read, apparently Law and Crime said that, the only way to get out of this, if you accept to pay, and then you can probably delay as long as you want, maybe 20 years, 30 years, 40 years maybe, so that you only have to pay a certain amount every year, every month or so. In a way that could make sense if you're a person that, of course, trusts in yourself that you can make money and you can go back to work and pay this money off. For, let's say, for an actor, for instance, right, that doesn't have other issues and will be offered work, that might not seem too unreasonable that you might get a few gigs and even past the 10 million, and therefore you might get out of trouble, but that all depends at the end of the day on factors which are not controllable, because you have to see if studios or gigs or brands want to offer you money for your services as a model or as an actress. So it's honestly impossible to make money, but this type of person is not exactly on the highest list of people likable right now, so that remains to be seen. Also, in a way, I don't know exactly how it works in the US, but if you have a company and you get paid through the company as an actress or a model, celebrity in general, that's, I suppose, the standard to either, declare your tax, pay your tax, get paid, and so on, do your bookkeeping. So if she filed bankruptcy through that company that she owns, and there's nothing to go about, then maybe the only solution for basically avoiding to pay any money. But again, I'm not exactly sure how it works in the US, if they can also go after the individual, and therefore anything that it's on your name, cars, houses, whatever, in the US can be basically put together and collected. So, but I wonder also, and again, I'm not 100% sure, if this whole appeal and sort of starting the motion to put things in motion for this appeal is just a technique to gain time, so that all those other things that can be done are set into place before the end of the month, the next month, or whatever that is, so that perhaps they do file for bankruptcy, and then, I don't know, they move the money safely somewhere else. There is no properties on her name, and this is a civil case, I suppose. So I don't think, if you don't have nothing, they will put you in jail. So that probably could be a way. And again, this would not be the end of the world if you are, a working celebrity, a working actor, because you can delay maybe the 8 million or 10 million in 40 years. And of course, the amount to be paid is still hefty, but a successful actor, entrepreneur, whatever, could easily make several million every year, so that perhaps could cover that. Either way, this is tough. I mean, you can also go, this is just my idea, Probably you can just leave the country, file for bankruptcy, and if you have money somewhere else, just living off of that, and, you'll see where you get, of course. I'm not here making an issue whether or not I like this person or not. Just saying, like, from a point of view of practicality, probably what it could happen to what I know. But again, guys, if you know more details about how it works in the US, I'm sure bankruptcy is kind of things that happen very frequently. And even here, you can go bankrupt and you cannot start a business for 5 years, but actually after 5 years, you can start a business again on your name. So even if you make a mistake like that, doesn't mean that you're going to be bound for the rest of your life. So this is interesting perhaps to see into details. If she files for bankruptcy and after a period, if she still owes money to JD or not. So that's interesting. And let's see what happens with those articles. For some reason are popping out. I don't know if they're just doing 1+1, because there is just so much things that you can expect and do in those civil cases. So I suppose next step is either pay the money or file for bankruptcy if there is anything moving on. And soon we will find out. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for the support as always. Let me know if you want to see the Italian vlogs here at the beach going around. Yes or no is the third time that I ask, because you make this happen, okay? I talk to you later. Always spread love. Ciao.